Hi, thanks for stopping by. This is my first time doing anything like this. But when I see that people are willing to record from their cars or their porch or anywhere, I can certainly sit down and talk to you, right? In 2020, when all the stuff started to happen, I think a lot of us had a feeling that things weren't quite right. and being raised in the church and interested in the Bible, I started getting into it. I started digging in, and it really started with listening to YouTubers, and especially ones that dug into the Bible, and not just people talking like you and I today, but sermons and presentations, all different things. And I got so excited and was talking so much about it that my own son was like, Mom, you're talking about the end of the world and you're giddy about it. I'm like, I am not giddy. And then later on I started thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, I'm giddy. I'm pretty giddy. How can anyone be excited about this? Well, I'm not excited about potential suffering. I'm not excited about people dying. But I'm excited about Jesus coming back. And he promised, he said he would. It's a tenet of the faith. If you are a believer, if you call yourself a Christian, you should be looking for him to come back. We are not going to be able to make this world a utopia, right? We weren't even called to do that. We were called to tell the good news of the kingdom. And that good news is that Jesus is coming back to set up his kingdom on earth and make everything right. That it'll be awesome. So I can see why my kids don't necessarily like hearing about it, because they have a lot of life to look forward to, and they're involved in careers and maybe looking forward to family. And I know I didn't look forward to it that much at all when I was their age. But things are happening, and I think we all know things are happening. And then that made me kind of go inside and wonder, have I done enough? Have I wasted too much time on my phone or silly TV shows or games? Yeah. And I heard this verse and I loved it so much. It gave me so much encouragement. So I want to read it for you too. I'm going to read it out of the big black Bible. I went to a thrift store and I found this because I love using Bible Hub. It's an app. And I like it because not only can you read out of all different versions, you can read out of the original Greek and look up meanings of words. It's really cool. But we might not always have access to the internet, and I have a lot of different Bibles, a lot of different versions, but I really wanted an old King James, and it's not a large print edition, but it's pretty good, and I need that, sadly. Okay, so here you go. This is when Paul was writing to Timothy in 2 Timothy chapter 4, and he's kind of talking about the end of his life. And, again, we get to a certain stage where the kids are gone and you just wonder, have I done enough? And here's what he says. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness with the Lord, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day. So yeah, Paul definitely deserves a crown, right? And not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. So I'm like, oh, the giddiness just earned me a crown. Maybe I haven't done a huge amount, but God thinks that's worthwhile, that we eagerly await his coming. So if you think maybe it's too late, what are you going to get? Well, I guess scrubbing toilets in heaven is better than, having coffee in hell. I don't know. But if you can eagerly look forward to him, crown time. And then I looked up in Greek, okay, in the app, what it said. And that crown is a Stephanos, okay? And that kind of crown is not a king's crown. That would be a diadem, right? A Stephanos means encircling. It kind of has that idea of a wreath, like a reward or a winner's crown when you cross that finish line. That's what Paul was talking about. And then I'm like, oh, is it just going to be leaves? Not that, I could dig that. Few daisies or something. But then I'm like, oh, I'm going to see what kind of crown the 24 elders are wearing at the beginning of Revelation, because there's our gold. And guess what? It's a Stephanos. So who knows what God's going to make it out of? I think we're all going to like it no matter what. Man. So it says that those who long for his appearance, that word is igapikosi. And it means to crave, love, take pleasure in, or long for his appearance. And the appearance is a word that we get epiphany from. So it means manifestation, glorious display. It's pretty cool. Do you want a crown? I'm not talking like being greedy or, I don't know, wanting a material thing. It's not for that reason. It's to have God's approval. You did okay. I love you. If you have any thoughts about this, go ahead and sign my guest book. I'd like to hear what you have to say. And if you have mean things to say, it's not a public forum. This is my house that you came to. So that's okay. I don't need to hear it. Let's be positive. I hope I can make some more of these because I have so much in here that I'd love to get out. And maybe my kids don't want to hear about it, but maybe someday they will. And they can look at this and hear Mom's voice again. So there you go. Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping by.